My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers. I live at 3102 Center Hill Road, Acre, Mississippi, 38841. I am still under attack by Scientology. So let me explain what Scientology is. There are more than three dimensions. There are 12 dimensions in total. There is also this dark matter attached to us that makes up part of our biology that we can't see while we are alive. The human genome produces a horned alien, a magical horned alien, in the afterlife. We can control the forces of the universe, move particles around, control energy, and a whole host of other abilities. And we can fly. We are Anunnaki. That is the human bloodline and the human afterlife experience. That is what humans create. So Scientology is the practice of utilizing this extra dimensional biology before they die. They remove it from themselves, and they use technology and techniques to turn it into upper dimensional vehicles, biologies in which they can drive around in the upper dimensions, also known as aliens. So there are people on Earth at this moment driving aliens either close to Earth or on Earth, and there are countless of them, countless numbers of them, millions of them. And they harm people. They steal body parts. So when they cut their souls off or their extra dimensions off, they cut themselves into three or four pieces, multiple pieces. But these biologies can't function this way. So they have to use stolen organs and tissues from other humans and other species, such as reptiles, insects, and worms. They make various alien forms: blue bloods, greens, grays, browns, whites. They make lizard people using lizard body parts, insectoids using insect body parts, worm people using worm body parts. So that is what Scientology is. They create and drive aliens, and those are humans. Those are human body parts. Those are parts of a human biology or an Anunnaki biology. We are Anunnaki. So a group of people on Earth are driving aliens onto my location. They're using these aliens to harm me and my family. They have stolen over 90% of my biology. They have tortured me badly. I'm being tortured and harassed badly, day after day after day for the last 14 years. He's saying, "You kill kids, motherfucker." That's a lie. Here's what happened. 14 years ago, they tried to force me to assimilate. They forced me into a hive mind. Scientology did. They do this all the time. Anybody they are interested in, if you have special abilities or they are attracted to you in some way, or you have some kind of authority or a job uh, position they want to control, they may force you to assimilate. So they tried to force me to assimilate. I started hearing voices and people started communicating with me, trying to tell me what to do and seeing things. I told them to get away from me, leave me alone. I did not accept their advances. Next thing I know, the whole Scientology community came down on me, started harassing me, threatening my life and liberty, and then they started to try to kill me. They started sticking shit inside of me. My whole head swelled up. I could feel stuff shoved inside of my ear, in my brain. I started going to the hospital to try to get it out. There was nothing on the x-rays. Those are extra dimensional objects. So in the upper dimensions, or the inner dimensions, we have devices, computers, uh, tools, the same as we do on Earth to some extent. Everything has dark matter and extra dimensions attached to it. Everything we have, our computers, our TVs, our phones, they all have extra dimensional matter attached to it. So they are making a snuff film out of me and my family. They sit here and record this stuff using their hive mind tech of them torturing us. And there is this entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. If you remove an extra dimensional body part, no matter where you take it in the universe, you are still in that body part. The reason is the electron shell does a figure eight around both. It goes around the light particle, does a figure eight, goes around the dark particle, and comes back. From what I've been shown, or from what I've seen. So if you remove a piece of extra dimensional biology, you stretch, instead of those particles leaving the electron shell, it stretches the electron shell, so it warps it out of warps it all to pieces. So as this body part's leaving you, space time in between you and this body part, it gets out of the way. What this allows them to do is take your extra dimensions to a remote location and stick things inside of it and give you technology at this remote location. They have facilities both in outer space and on Earth that house body parts, extra dimensional biology. You're saying you kill a kid, see ya. They do this to me constantly. It's false. So see ya. The only reason they installed technology in my brain was to harass me. First they tried to control me, and then it turned into harassment because I told them no. And the government's doing this too. The FBI uses their technology to spy on people. The CIA does the same thing. The military does the same thing. So do the civilian side. Facebook does the same thing. They steal body parts. So does Microsoft and Google. They also steal body parts. Marketing companies, they steal body parts to spy on people. All you have to do is take some of their eye nerves and some brain tissue, and you can see into their environment and read their thoughts. You can even hear what they hear, smell what they smell, taste what they taste with their technologies. Yeah, he's still saying it. He's getting kids killed. He's doing this in outer space, in a place where time is simultaneous. That means all throughout history, anyone that has technology that can see into the dark side are watching these people rape, torture, molest, murder, and attempt to send people to hell over and over and over again the entire time they're up there. So what happens is they see their babies or somebody else's babies or someone get tortured to death for no reason except they're sick fucks. They come down here and start doing terrorist shit. They start killing kids, blowing up schools. You can see it all throughout history. Any civilization that has this technology, they start killing kids. The ancient Egyptians, Christians, even the Aztecs and the Mayans, they start killing kids. So that's what happened. They're premeditating my death. They sit here constantly at my house, take body parts up there, torture me, send me to hell, put me in acid. They do the same thing to my family. Me and my babies are sick. Sissy, they got her full of worms, down in acid. They're torturing her. And they do it constantly. This guy in the Navy or the Air Force, whichever one he is, or the CIA, he calls himself Air Force. He does it constantly just to hurt me. Every few minutes I get tortured or they torture my babies just to freak me out. They're making a snuff film. Scientologist are. See, watch this. Watch how hurt she is. Watch. She can't stand it. Her skin's on fire. My baby is in hell, and they won't get her out. So today they stole more brain tissue. They took brain tissue from my inner brain. It was a neuron or a nerve or something. They assaulted my toes again. So they put holes through my feet and ran a cord through it using magic. They can move particles around. Then hooked a chain full of blades and spikes and torture devices. Now they're dragging it through my toenails, all the way through my feet. It's going through my bones and up under my skin. They'll drag it a little bit and then leave it alone. Then they'll come back and drag it again. That's part of my torture. I'm getting victim shamed. They're saying I've done something wrong. That's false. I said no to Scientology. It's what they do to people. You piss off Scientology or tell them no, don't accept their advances, they kill you or turn you into a surrogate or make your life hell. They harass you, make you miserable.